For sure. Switching gears, two other hot topics in boxing right now. First one being Canelo, Bud. It looks like the fight's made. I mean, you know, all but an official announcement, I guess, like a fight poster or something. It looks like it's happening September. Some say the 13th. What are your thoughts on the fight? We've talked about this before. I know you talk a lot about boxing, but I know your opinions have to have changed, or maybe they're solidified. Now that it's a reality, how do you think the fight goes?
Yeah, I kind of expected this. It seemed more and more Canelo was backed into a corner in terms of not having really viable dance partners for super fights. And it seems that Canelo's looking for super fights or very meaningful fights. He's got the William Skull fight coming up. Obviously not a super fight, but it's for the IBF title. So then he wins there. He's unified again. And then he gets the fight with Bud, so it's a unification match there as well. So it's a big opportunity, huge fight. I mean, it's the biggest fight that can be made, I think, right now. Great to see you.
Hello, Bob.
And but in terms of the fight happening, I mean, I like it. It's going to be a huge event. I think I think it's a really, and actually more and more as the fight gets closer, I think my opinions will mature on how the fight's going to look.
Pick a winner for me, and I'm sure our fans got every word of that. Bob Arum walked by, so I got thrown off a little bit. Did you pick a favorite there, or are you favoring somebody? I want to make sure I didn't miss that.
Canelo and Bud. I'm favoring Canelo, but like I said, as we get closer and start to see, start to break down how these guys are going to match up, I have a hard time even picturing them in the ring together based on the size and just the fact that this fight's happening. But we got tons of time before that happens. But it's going to be an interesting breakdown.
Yeah, got you. Last topic, Tank Shakur. They each have their respective fights. Most people are picking both of them, and their fights don't really favor their competition even having a chance, some would say. So if that lines up, they were to happen to fight each other, who do you got? Or what do you think about that fight?
That's another one at the really... because both guys, I'm wondering when they're actually going to fight, because that matters. Timelines change and development matters. I want to see how Tank looks against a guy like Lamont Roach, which is a tough fight. I know a lot of people are like, that's not the fight they want. I understand it's the fight you want, but stylistically, it's a tough fight. I want to see how he deals with someone with a boxing IQ like Lamont Roach. And then Shakur, I like the kid Schofield for throwing his hat in the mix, and he got the fight. But also, he's coming off an injury with the hand. I got to see how these guys look in their next fights.
Can either one of those guys pull off a Chris Algieri-like surprise and become a world champion?
I'd be very surprising. I mean, Lamont Roach has a lot of skills and a good chin, but Tank has been on a tear lately. And in terms of Shakur and Schofield, I don't see really how Schofield can pull the victory out on that one.
Got you. Chris, always appreciate your time. Thank you. We'll see you soon on Fight Hype. Peace. Yep.